So recently, I have come to the conclusion that Zenless Zone Zero is fake and cringe and perhaps even gay. And to replace Zenless Zone Zero in my anime mobile gaming rotation, I will hereby be reinstalling Punishing Gray Raven, but more on that towards the end of the video. First, let's go over why Zenless Zone Zero is just objectively a garbage, terrible, really bad anime mobile game. Now, first off, and probably to the surprise of none of my viewers, I've always disliked this game from the start. Zenless Zone Zero involves two mini-games, a children's puzzle mini-game and a hack and slash mini-game. Unfortunately, the superior children puzzle mini-game has been pretty much deleted at this point, and like now we're just left with this half-baked version of Honkai Impact 3. Like the game basically plays itself, it's so easy. So given I've always not liked this game, you're probably wondering, well, why were you playing it then? And the simple answer is I thought I would get Hoyo creator status and therefore receive money for playing the game. As I've made abundantly clear, I do YouTube for money. I pretty much have no passion for video making. I honestly think majority of the internet is botted nowadays, and if it's not a bot, it's a retard who passes as a bot. And I'm really just here at this point to milk this YouTube channel for all it's worth, and I think we can all respect that. Well, as of today, I'm still not a Hoyo creator despite my multiple attempts to reach out, and at this point, I think I just must be blacklisted because like YouTubers like this guy named True Evil, and this guy has like a much smaller edict than me and is uploading shit like top 5 dipping sauces for Caesar in Zenless Zone Zero, or top 3 fentanyl spots in Zenless Zone Zero, or ultimate Bernice toe squishing guide. Like apparently Hoyoverse approves this content as Hoyo creator worthy. And like I also recall another YouTuber just made lolly fuckability tier list, just low effort stuff like that. And they were also a Hoyo creator. And I am not trying to have a go at anyone, but my videos actually help proxies or help trailblazers level up their game in a major way, and yet I'm blacklisted. Like, I don't even know what I did to make Homoverse so mad. Was it me appropriately criticizing Caesar for being straight? Was it diagnosing Robin with Down syndrome? Was it rightfully pointing out that Deia's implementation was a racist psyop dog whistle? Like, because all those things are just facts. I'm not gonna just lie on my channel. Anyways, my point is, I am not making any money playing Zenless Zone Zero, therefore it is a bad game. AFK Journey, I made money playing, so that was a good game. Like, it's really simple calculus here. Now, instead of playing ZZZ, I have re-picked up Punishing Gray Raven because I saw on the X platform that the game had a Blackrock Shooter collab. For those who are not aware, Blackrock Shooter is a very powerful anime hoe. She started off as a sort of drawing, then a Vocaloid AMB, and now she's just in a bunch of shitty spin-off media that I've never read or watched. But in general, she is just peak character design and perfect for an anime mobile game. Like, look at her, she's so fucking powerful. And honestly, I do have to say I was surprised after re-logging into my PGR account how much better Kuro Games' recent character design is, because I've always associated the game with ugly hoes, which definitely was the case on launch. But I just personally much more vibe with the edgier, flat-chest anime mobile gaming hoes in PGR to the cringy, over-the-top, big boob energy of Zenless Zone Zero as of late. Now, the other reason I'm quitting ZZZ is that I'm just getting really annoyed using a controller constantly. So I do use a controller to, well, right now, see, so like first issue is if it's not like focused on the window, the controller inputs just don't work at all. So I basically can't browse my favorite subreddit, such as r advice animals or r gotcha gaming, while I play ZZZ. Because basically to read tab in, I have to go all the way to my keyboard and like Alt and refocus on the game, and then I usually have to like press escape, and then I have to like press the start button on my controller again, and then it resyncs it. So very annoying to multitask while playing this game. The other major issue I have is I cannot have Girls Frontline open at the same time I play ZZZ because Homoverse poorly optimized this game. And the thing is, I have this like disability where I always need Girls Frontline open on my PC at all times, and oh yeah, it just crashed there. So the fact this happens really pisses me off. Now my final and what I find to be the most annoying part of the controller is when closing the game. It's like the game gives me a last fuck you to my patience. Let me just show you all. So first, to close the game, I have to press the start button on my controller, and then you have to navigate all the way to the left side, and they like default you on the right side of the menu. And then I have to navigate all the way to the bottom here. And then this just brings you to another loading state. And then here, I have to disconnect my controller, and to do that, I have to like hold this button for 15 seconds really hard, and it kind of like hurts my finger too. I might just cut the video here. Okay, we're back. So I disconnected my controller. So we're finally ready to close, right? Well, the thing is then after I play ZZZ, I like to go to my next anime mobile game. So let's say Honkai Star Rail, for example. But then when I load Honkai Star Rail, for some reason it still thinks I'm like playing with a controller. So you see it's like saying X to start game. But my controller is clearly unplugged, as you can see. Basically, as I try to play Honkai Star Rail with my mouse and keyboard, it keeps reverting back to controller settings, so I'm not able to navigate in any menus whatsoever. And the only way to resolve this is I have to re-get my controller again and re-turn it on. So I'm going to do that now. And then once it's on, we then have to press escape on the keyboard. And then Honkai Star Rail realizes we're using mouse and keyboard, and then I can turn my controller off, so then I have to like press it again, and then it hurts my finger more. So as you might imagine, overall just a very annoying process to go from one anime mobile game to the next one. And before I have some assholes outside my community find this video and call me a pussy, here's how my skin looks after having to hold the power button 3 times now. Like, as you can see, it really does damage it, and I think my skin in general is just more delicate. Like, I am still, as you can see, healing from the damage I took on my roof climbing excursion from 2 weeks ago. Like, my skin becomes so damaged by this process that my phone doesn't even recognize my fingerprint for like 30 minutes here. I don't know if you all can see this, but basically my phone is saying it can't detect my fingerprint, which is crazy. So now I can't access my texts, I can't access the X platform. The PGR client is very fast for PC, and as you can see, I can run Girls Frontline at the same time, and I even have my editing software open at the same time right now, so this is just way superior, and it's a big deal in a major way for me. And honestly, overall, I did play this game on launch on PGR, and I do like all of its systems in general. Like, for example, I like how characters all share the same leveling mats. So if I go to train her and I go to skill, they all use this skill point thing if you're leveling skills, for example. So if I just go to Blackaraka Shuta and I level a sort of common skill effect, they'll use the same material. So I do prefer anime mobile games that do that. A lot of the new ones, especially Hoyoverse games, are just more obnoxious. It'll be like, this British hoe needs a Java cake, and this autistic hoe needs a fidget spinner, and it's just like really annoying. So I much prefer how this game saw like common material shared across. That's kind of how Girls Frontline works as well. And also the edgy aesthetic I really like. The new hoes look way better than the old ones. Like, this is how the characters looked when the game was launched. Like, what is this monstrosity? But I feel like the new characters actually have more defined faces for sure. So they definitely are way better. But honestly, what I liked the least about this game was the combat. Was like, it was a... Oh my gosh, she's like walking to me. Actually in 3 dimensions, look at that. It's actually 3 dimensions, y'all. That's crazy. 3-dimension technology in the live 2D. Anyways, what I liked least about this game was honestly the combat, because I found it too challenging. You basically have these like orb abilities, and it kind of just feels like you're playing 2 games at once. But as you can see, I didn't like play this game that much, didn't learn all its mechanics, so I'm kind of down to give it another try. The thing is, honestly, I'm just kind of waiting for Girls Frontline 2 to launch in December, so in the meanwhile, figured we would just play something else for shits and giggles. I'll just be playing this on my stream for sure, but if you all on the YouTube want update videos on my account progress, just let me know in the comments, and I can show you all how to put on a clinic at re-downloading an anime mobile game. Oh, last thing, if I do upload this before the collab ends, because I was confused how to get her for free, you actually get Black Rock Shooter for free, but you have to go to the chess minigame thing. You just gotta play all this. and then you can like buy your shards and get the character through your shards. Anyways, that's all for me. That's all for this video. Okay, bye.